Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers at the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. Yes, we at the Jamaica Young Police channel is all about saving life, and that's our main priority here. Yes, we are not beholden to any political parties in Jamaica or anywhere, but we support the party or government who is willing to make Jamaican people's lives better, especially when it comes on to security. We would like to see the culture of the people change, by instilling these youths ethics, moral, decency, truthfulness, and to get rid of all the muck and this culture erosion that has been taken over and infiltrate our people's mind in Jamaica. You understand? So, that's what we're all about here, reading, and these youths need to read more. So, we are all about saving lives here at the channel, at the Jamaica Young Police channel. But some lives are not worth saving. They have lived a parasitic life and were not contributing citizens to the society. Hence, we'd like to find a way to get rid of them by any means necessary. The Jamaica Young Police channel is not for criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, beneficiaries, sympathizers, excuse specialists, and head hunchers in criminal underworld. At the channel, we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we aid criminals with a passion. Yes, especially the criminal police officers. Yes, so let me educate you, my loyal viewers and subscribers. You have good cops, bad cops, you have criminal cops. Yes, you have a lot of criminals in the police force who are drug dealers, drug robbers. And so we're going to tell you, and we are told you already about the different types of cops. When we started this channel, we tell you about the police, the beggy and the licky police, and the criminal police and the various kind of police. So we're gonna, only a criminal police officer would contact Will Uglyson, because he loves criminals. So let us educate you, my loyal viewers and subscribers, about the Jamaican culture of the criminal underworld that has become a part of and culture of the Jamaican Constabulary Force. We are going to let you get the full understanding of why some of our police officers are racing to become the next police Dan. Yes, you have Dan in a police force. People know the cowboys them and the ox them, and they are Dans. They are not like Isaiah Ling. They are not like Tony Hewitt. They are not like Emford Wade. They are not like Bobby Reds. They are not like the Joe Allens, the Castros, the Piggies. Yes, the Dans are the ones, and we have them criminal organization in the police force. You understand? And we're going to tell you, so like you're looking right here. So we in Uglyson and Duppy Police. That's Corporal Clifford Coleman, who is a coke dealer. Yes, this is the man that dealing a coke. He's my batchmate and he's my batchmate. We're trained and graduate together. Not a smart guy. You understand? So we want you to get the full understanding of why some of our police officers are racing to become the next Dan, of getting the label of making Duppies. So there are twofold to this argument. There is the police officers who make Duppy, or Duppies, meaning that he or she kill one or several gunmen and wanted men in the defense of his or her life or their lives, which make them a Duppy maker. Then there is one who is jealous of the Duppy maker, who wants to walk with a swag that he's a Duppy maker when he's in fact a Duppy killer, like Corporal Clifford Coleman. Yes, so we're going to tell you about him. It's a two-part series about this policeman. We're going to tell you about him as a Duppy maker. Yes, Duppy maker, yes. Duppy killer, not a Duppy maker. Because I'm going to turn him in a Duppy maker. That's a big step up. And tell you about him as a Duppy killer, and him as getting shot by a gunman who's a part of the Klansman because he had robbed them their cocaine. And you're going to hear the names of everyone who's involved in this thing. And it's coming straight from the horse's mouth. James Hines, the late James Hines of the Klansman gang. Yes, James Hines. I know James Hines very well. I know Carl Bitty Hines very well, who was killed by Muscle and his son Lionel. Yes, that's the kind of detective I was, because I know people from everywhere. You mix, but you don't dissolve. You saw in criminal respect here, they will tell you things. Yes, and there are 2 police officers who were at Hunsby, and they at one time they were in problems with even James Hines, and they called me in the United States of America to talk to him. And that's how everything just went away. I am not going to elaborate on that, because one of the policemen, I am just going to be biased right here. One of them is like a family, you understand? But at least he had known that I had influence over these criminals, that they would listen to me if I tell them certain things. Because that's how it is, It's when you're a good police officer and you treat people with respect, they respect you. You don't lie on people. And you understand what I'm saying? You just treat them. You fear. You're fear, but you're stern, but you fear. You understand? And you uphold the law. And they cannot tell you to do certain things. You understand what I'm saying? You are the police, you don't let the criminal dictate and tell you what to do. You understand? So, as we say, there's a police officer who made Duppy, or Duppy's, meaning that he or she, kill the gunman or gunmen, wanted man or wanted men, in defense of his or her life or their lives, which make them a Duppy maker. Then there is the one who is jealous of the Duppy maker, who wants to walk with a swag that he's a Duppy maker when he is in fact a Duppy killer. Like Corporal Clifford Coleman, who love both say my body and lie. Don't listen to him. We're gonna tell you at the Jamaica Young Police Channel that he's not no Duppy maker. He's a Duppy killer. A Duppy killer is a police officer who kill a person that the Duppy maker has justifiable in killing. Then the Duppy killer who wants credit for the Duppy kill the Duppy, and that is how you will get the Duppy killer. One of my batchmates, Duppy police, that's Corporal Clifford Coleman, is the epitome of a Duppy killer, because he's a specialist in the same. On one occasion, he was arrested and charged with murder for killing a Duppy. Yes, he was arrested and charged with murder for killing a Duppy because he wanted credit for making a Duppy. Here is a policeman who can only shoot dead people who cannot move, but in a shootout with a gunman, he is abysmal failure and tell lies about how he is a great Duppy maker. He is nothing but a liar, a narcissistic and an unconscionable liar. We want you to listen to this police officer, Clifford Duppy Police Coleman, who has portrayed himself as a wicked cop, a killer, fearless, and a comic book hero, boasting how many people he has killed as a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But what he has failed to tell people that he is bragging about by calling himself Bad Indian, in which he is giving Indian cops like Tuari and Idol a disservice, because Corporal Duppy Police only shoot Duppys, dead cops, and that's how he was arrested and charged with murder and spent over 9 years on suspension for his stupid actions. It happened in Kingston Eastern Police Division in the 1990s, and it happened because this man is a bloodthirsty fool who has no respect for himself or the dead. Yes, the dead. He has no respect for the dead. So we want you to listen to this man. You understand? Duppy Police. Yes, we wanted to listen to him when reminding him that Virgin, man, I nothing. But are you that the young thing me know say he's a man when you come on to politics and him thing there. You're a man, you're deep in it and you take it personal.
No, I'm not deep in it.
Yeah, so let me educate you, my loyal viewers and subscribers. You see, this policeman that I'm talking to, who is my batchmate, his name is Duppy Police. Yes, he's not a Duppy maker. He's a Duppy killer. He killed, you can shoot corpse, people that are dead. He cannot shoot anything that is moving. It has to be stationary, so the person have to be dead for him to kill it. So he's a Duppy killer. So you want to hear this policeman talking about he's not involved in politics. I'm going to tell you this. In 1993 general election, E and Donovan O'Connor. They are PMP more than Michael Manley. These police officers, this one, Duppy Police, Clifford Coleman, they were trying, along with other policemen from Flying Squad CIB headquarters, to disarm, to take away the firearms from the opposition leader bodyguard at Marvally School. This is one of the police officers because they wanted to kill Edward Seaga. This cool policeman, this one is a political activist. You understand? And the only reason why they didn't prefer any charge against him because the man that named Garnet Daly, who was in charge of CIB headquarters, he's more PMP than Michael Manley. So we continue the journey. So don't listen to enough of them. I know them and their modus operandi. That's why they don't like me, because I'm not a part of their clique. You understand? Because he's a Duppy killer, this man, and a political activist. So we'll continue the journey, because these are the policemen, you know. He's currently serving in the police force, you know. And this is the man who even sent his overt death threat to me. I cannot face him if I see him in Jamaica, this fool, this Duppy killer.
Because you know I'm charge of murder in the west, I'm a charge of murder in the east. You know, come like no politics. I'm not fight no politics war.
Virgin, look here, man.
You know that already.
No, look here, no.
You know that
no, I don't want nothing. Because, may I tell you,
you know, I'm charge of murder.
of course, yes, of course, me know about the murder. Me know about the murder them where you charge and them thing. I know say the last murder where you charge. Are you go shoot the dead man and them thing? They make everybody see and them thing there. You understand?
Yeah, where you going pan again?
What you mean when me going pan again? So what you am do? You am tell life here? Yeah. So may I ask you on them thing? Just listen me I say, man. And that's why me I tell. Imagine having a fool like that as your supervisor, somebody who kill a Duppy and charge a murder, spend 9 years on suspension, and it's something that he's boasting about, that he charged a murder. You know, see, he's an idiot and talking about I have a fool. This idiot, fool police officer. I have never even been an interdiction, much less to be charged a murder, to shoot a corpse, to shoot a Duppy. That's why we call him Duppy Police. Because he has no sense and he's an idiot. I don't know what kind of jar you get from. Let me tell you, you have some stupid police like him and Donovan O'Connor where they would boast. You know, somebody involved in a shooting, people lose their life. That is nothing to boast about, but they boast about it. I don't know what kind of jar they get from it. You understand, to say that you killed somebody? Because there's no jar in it. As for me, none. So I don't know what this boasting as if when you kill somebody or you kill a Duppy, if you get that Duppy's life. That is just crazy. That to show you how people, their IQ and their thinking, they are not even much better than the dirty boy and them in the ghetto. You understand? So now that you have listened to the recordings, the policeman who works at traffic headquarters sounds more like a gangster than a police officer. He's being paid by the Jamaican people. This man, you know, is a policeman, you know. You understand? You know, so when someone shoot a dead corpse, here are some possible answers. A serial killer who's trying to dispose of the body. A police officer who's trying to collect evidence. A coroner is trying to determine the cause of death. A mortician who's preparing the body for burial. A hunter is trying to put the animal out of its misery. A soldier who's trying to kill the enemy. But he's not a soldier. So at the time now, Duppy Police, Detective Constable Clifford Coleman had found out that it is a crime to shoot a Duppy, a corpse, a dead person, when he was arrested and charged with murder for killing a Duppy. Another fool low IQ policeman whose IQ is like a rock. Shooting a dead corpse is illegal and can be dangerous. It is also insensitive to the deceased person and their family. If you are thinking about shooting a dead carcass, please seek help from a mental health professional. But by nature, a detective constable, Duppy Police, Clifford Coleman, was arrested and charged with murder after he shot a corpse. The man whose identity we will not repeat as a form of respect to the family will remain anonymous unless Duppy Police want to go to the Criminal Supporters channel and tell the audience the name of the Duppy that he killed. Duppy police were accused of shooting the corpse multiple times with a handgun. After he was arrested and charged with murder, he was the personal bodyguard for Danai Williams and was in his orbit for over 9 years in the company of Jamaica's two most wanted men from the 1970s and PMP LGBTQ plus activist Tony Brown, the father of Jamaican Member of Parliament Angela Brown Burke, daughter, and George Flash. These men have always had illegal guns and ammunition in their possession around this policeman at the office of Danai Williams. So you saw them low because of money, yeah, them trade all of them morals and all of them things. So these are the policemen, you know, who drive around with criminals with illegal guns and call them licky. Yeah, licky police, this policeman, Duppy police, licky police. So in time police officer and he's driving around in any vehicle. If you search it, because this man is a coke dealer, him rob coke from Bulby and them shot him. And him all is a drive with man where involved in a criminal activity or have illegal guns. So you know, if you give him a blind, if you search him, dig him up. Because when you find illegal stuff, you understand? Don't make him use him loud mouth and him thing. Him can't shoot. Him cannot shoot even people want it to move. It have a stationary. Can't move and him go over it and shoot it. And that's why we call him Duppy police. I saw him charge a murder. I saw him charge a murder 2 times. Cause him love shoot dead armed cops. Yeah. And then him love boy me charge a murder like a something good, like a fool. You know, in no sense. Low IQ. You understand? And the man's, you know. So, at the time of the shooting, shocked the community and raised question about the police use of force. Because if Detective Constable Duppy Police Clifford Coleman is willing to kill a Duppy in the full view of the residents of East Kingston and the man's family, what else is this policeman doing in his spare time? It is a valid question, because if he's going to kill a corpse in front of everybody, a criminal behavior that, you know, you understand? So him not no regards in that even for the dead. So what am I doing in his spare time? No wonder why I'm involved in a criminal activity with a clansman. Oh, this man shouldn't be in a police force, because he's aligned with criminal, one of the most notorious criminal in Jamaica. And this is a man who always provide protection for criminals. So the police have increased patrol where the shooting occurred, because the people demonstrate that the policeman must be held accountable for the shooting the Duppy. NC was arrested and charged with murder. What kind of fool shoots a dead man? Only Duppy police Clifford Coleman. So whenever he's boasting about being a bad Indian, yeah, so him tell people say I'm a bad Indian. Yeah, bad Indian Duppy killer. Yeah, bad Duppy killer. You love kill Duppy. What he should be called is Duppy Indian, because he is a Duppy specialist in killing corpse. The man's motive for shooting the corpse is still unknown, but we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel can only infer that he wanted to be in the category of name-brand police officers, detectives who have made a name for themselves by taking out criminals who are violent killers. That is the crown that he wants to be known like a Ludlow, my team leader, and his trusted partner, the great Charlie Mendes, Bobby Reds, Isaiah Leng, Town Levine, Dalford Graveney, Idal, Tuwari, Gunter, Emford Wade, Evan Blake, yeah, Fat Wayne Hunt with that 100 man, Mevral Smith, Anthony Newby, Noel Leng from Westmoreland, Cranston from East Kingston, Castro, that Jason McKay father, Piggy Williams, yeah, and I would say already DC Castro, the son of Jason McKay. Yeah, so them title the Duppy police are try to see if him can, you know, get name brand. Yeah, but yeah, name brand Duppy killer, yeah. You understand, Duppy killer. So Detective Constable Duppy Police Clifford Coleman arrest is a reminder that violence is never the answer. Some people are about you and want to help you through whatever you are doing or whatever you're going through. If you are angry or frustrated, please get in touch with a friend, family member, or mental health professional for help. The arrest of Duppy Police is a reminder that police officers are not above the law. Some people care about you and want to help you get justice. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel do not support criminals' activities by anyone, not even the police. We are proud supporters of preemptive strikes because it saves life, and that's what we are all about here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. Here are some additional details about the case. The officer was responding to a call for backup because police officers were in a shootout and wanted assistance. When Duppy Police Detective Constable Clifford Coleman arrived, he found the corpse on the ground. There was no reason for him to shoot the Duppy, but he wanted to show the residents of the community that he's heartless and didn't even respect himself or the dead fool. The officer claimed he shot the Duppy, the corpse, in self-defense, but no evidence support his claims. Other police officers at the scene of the shooting privately denounced Duppy Police actions as that of a gang member of a criminal outfit. Duppy Police Detective Constable Clifford Coleman faced charges of murder of killing a Duppy. Remember that killing a Duppy is trying to get credit for the person or persons who have made a Duppy. Duppy Police Detective Constable Clifford Coleman was bailed by Danai Williams, a known PNP LGBTQ+ party supporter, businessman and activist who do not like to pay poor people when they work for him. He is great at stiffening poor people, and thus became his private bodyguard for the entire time he was on suspension from the police force, and was seen by Detective Porter on several occasions in the company of Jamaica's two most wanted men, Tony Brown, the father of Angela Brown-Burke, and John Flash. Yes, we have seen him several times. When a member of the police force has shown a lack of judgment in the people they associate themselves with, it can be a sign that they are not fit to serve the public. Police officers are expected to uphold the law and protect the community. If they associate with people involved in criminal activities, it raises questions about their integrity. Additionally, if a police officer is seen associating with criminals, it can undermine public trust in the police force, making it more difficult for officers to do their jobs effectively. There are several reasons why a police officer might associate with criminals. Sometimes it may be because they are friends or family members. In other cases, it may be because they are trying to gain information about criminal activity. However, regardless of the reason, police officers must know the potential risk associating with criminals. And that's why him get shot. That's why the boy shot him in my yard, because he know the boy, you know. It's when they mix up with criminal as them thing that I mean. If I mean, from me reaches, I say that the boy had my gun out already and them thing there, I would have laced him because I know say I wait upon him. But because him and the boy, a friend, he was so comfortable with the park, and the boy doesn't start naming him. One of the most significant risks is that it can lead to corruption. When police officers associate with criminals, they may be tempted to accept bribes or other forms of payment in exchange for favors. This can lead to the loss of public trust and make it more difficult for others to do their jobs effectively. Another risk is that it can lead to compromised investigations. If a police officer is a friend with a criminal, they may be reluctant to investigate that person's activities. This can allow criminals to continue their activities without fear of being caught. Finally, associating with criminals can put police officers at risk. Criminals may target officers they know or associate with them to intimidate or get revenge. This can only put officers in danger and make it more challenging to do their job. For all of these reasons, police officers need to avoid associating with criminals. Officers who are caught associated with criminals should be disciplined or even fired. This is necessary to protect the public and to ensure that the police force can continue to do its job effectively. So in time police mix up with criminal like Duppy Police, John Flash presence and transport them with illegal gun. No wonder people don't have respect for the police, because them say police are mixed up with all corrosion. You understand? So that is part one of Duppy Police, to show you that this is a policeman who have no respect for himself and not in respect the dead. You understand? So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.